Yo, Dom RCG. How the deck coming? Oh, you know. Just checking the engine. Making sure all good. You're not worried about it being competitive now, bro? Ain't nothing more competitive than family. And Dragunity is all the family I got. Alright.
Episode 29. We are one episode away from the finale. And the deck still needs work. But we did okay last week at Locals. We had some interesting results, but all in all, I think the deck performed quite well. Now, we've got some different product this week to try to see if we can't amplify the deck to a point, you know, to push it way over the edge and get it close to that final build. But before we go into today's product, like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Tell me down below in the comments, what do you think this deck will be able to achieve this time around at Locals? Now, before we go ahead and do that, we have to obviously open up those packs. So strap yourselves in, boys. We've got some product to crack open. Where the mega packs have let us down, perhaps an old friend will help us out. Yeah. Obviously, you all know, we've been trying with the Tin of Lost Hope at this point, the 2020 Megatins, and we have had very little success in actually pulling what we need. Oh my god, these things have not been opened. And well, they have not been opened because they're sealed, but haha, promos. Won't need any of the promos. What we need in here is a super rare and an ultra rare. There's a super and an ultra. Oh wow, that did nothing. Come on, box. There's a super and an ultra that you all know. This Borrowed Savage Dragon. And the super rare, which is Guard Dragon Misty. Okay. So we got a whole bunch of packs. Now we're just gonna shuffle together. I think I like our odds of, well, we're gonna pull super rares today. So the odds of us pulling a super rare are guaranteed at this point, I would think. But ultra rare, we have a chance. And ooh, they're all different ones. You know, White Rose Dragon is more a Dragon Link card than anything, but that's a cool promo. Yeah, I like the Savage Strike promos. Super pile. Anyway, we have one super rare target, one ultra rare target. Anything else is just a bonus. Like if we pull an extra, oh my god. Guard Dragon Core Awakening, maybe it's a sign. Time Thief Bezel. Oh my god, what the? That's weird. Luckily, it's a common and we don't need it. Shunui Sword Saga. Time Thief Bezel Ship. Cash level 2. Kaina. We don't need to go into time. Guard Dragon Cataclysm. And Shirnui Style Success. Orcus Nightmare. Cool. Psychic Tracker. Nothing from that pack. Next pack. Okay. Come on. Let's see what we got here. Another Sword Saga. Another Bezel Ship. This looks... okay. A Valkyrie. Detonate. Deleter. I have no idea what this does. Once per turn at the start of the Animal Ship, when this card battles face a monster that is not a Link 3 or higher Link monster, destroy that monster. Once per turn, you contribute a monster this card points to, then target a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. 2 plus Cybers, Link 3. It's not terrible. It's interesting. Time Thief Hack, Cybers Converter, Salamander Great Wolvie. We move. There are some interesting cards in this set. Hey, hello old friend. We never got to add you in Sealed Only Samurai. We tried. Legendary Secret of the Six Samurai. The Ghost of Shin. Prankheads Roxy's, that's a good one. Shinobi Necro. Unisong Tuning, and... really? That could have been a Pisty. Cybers Synchron. Time Thief Regulator, Time Thief Tracker, Cybers Wicked. I'm setting you aside. Not because we need you, because it's cool. And if we don't have anything to show off, we have you to show off. Alright. Come on. Next pack. Cash Eve L2. I'm going to put you down here because. Roxy's. Shinobi Necro and... oh my... what the hell? Doubles, I tell you. Absolute... what is with all the doubles? We're pulling double supers and we haven't pulled a Pisty. Come on. Roxy's. Paro. Update Jammer. TG Tank Rub and... Elemental Hero Brave Neos. This is not Duel Links. Dark Factory, even more production. Foxer, Subterra Succession, Extra Ceratops. Yikes. It's alright, we got 4 packs to go. Haven't pulled an Ultra yet, I haven't pulled a Secret yet. So, we have been pulling Supers. I'm not wrong about that part. Roxy's. Shinobi Necro. Unisong 2. Time Thief Flyback and... it's a monster, it doesn't matter what it is. Shiranui Spectral Sword Shade. Hey, that's a good one. Incantation Chalice Slime. Psychic Tracker, Cybers Wicked, Shiranui Squire Saga, yeah. 3 packs to go. We have nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing to show for it. TG Tank Rub, Bezel Ship, Sword Stop, Child's Play. Yeah, it's a spell. Well, it is an ultra rare. Ghost Meets Girl, Shiranui Story. Hey, Lapis Dragon. That's a cool card. We can't use it in our deck, so. Time Thief Hack, Shiranui Saw Success, Squirt Squid. We did pull an Ultra. That could have been a Borload Savage, but, you know, short prints and all that jazz. 2 more packs. Come on. Cybers Integrator. Time Thief Reader. It's cool common. Shiranui Swordmaster. If you were any other... well, if you were a Pisty. But we pulled the Argapane. Oh, that's painful. Sunlight Wolf, that's cool. Nightmare Tracker. Clock Wizard. Oh, that's so annoying. We even have an Abyss, so we technically, if this was legal, we could actually use this thing. Last chance today. Shinobi Necro. Core Awakening. Sword Saga. Bezel Ship. Okay, last chance today to pull anything for the deck. It is a Link. Another Ultra. This could have been Borload Savage. Penning Scissor. We pulled 2 Ultra Rares. We pulled a Super, but the wrong Guard Dragon Super. Damn it.
Well, with those pulls, we have a very, very, very shallow card pool. Well, I'm kidding. We have a pretty good big card pool, but we have tweaked the deck. We've changed some ratios around. You see we've added Phantasme into the main deck. We've added an Appaloosa in to take the place. And, you know, we're just tweaking some ratios around, playing around with stuff, seeing what works, what doesn't. The Omega, I forgot to admit, but yeah, we swapped out the Appaloosa for the Omega. And then in the side deck, this is where we made most of our changes for this episode. We've added in 3 anti-spell fragrance, and as well as an Imperial Order, basically ways to out Dark Ruler No Mores, stop like rituals from popping off, and then just taking out some one-ofs and hoping for a little more consistent ways to say no to spell cards on top of our Letri already. So we're going to see how well this shapes up at locals. Let's do this. Alright, match number 1. We do not open the best of hands, but we're able to play with 2 tuners and we're able to get out a spheres, and we can kind of just basically, yeah, that's literally it, with a scaled Letri. So, you know, we're able to make something, but, you know, the battle phase does out the Goliath, and then that kind of just leaves my Letri dead. But it is enough to slow my opponent down who's playing Virtual World. He can't really do much on a Lulu, but we can't really maximize and build a board after that. We've kind of burned through enough awkward resources because of have that weird opening hand with Divine Lance and the 2 tuners. So we kind of have to just sit on an Bear and hope that it will be enough. Problem is I have to save my 1 negate, which eventually just gets outed, and yeah, we're gonna take a whole bunch of damage from the Shen, and we don't have much follow-up, so we scoop, we go to game 2. Hopefully we open a more playable hand. And luckily we were able to combo off a bit, and the Imprim does hurt, but it's the Gamma that kills us. The Gamma deals with our Romulus, and that is unfortunately that was a very weak chokehood, having to deal with a Gator that couldn't go through, and then the Gamma, yeah. If I could have at least had that Crystal Wing that could survive the Gamma Assault, or vice versa if the Romulus was able to go through, but unfortunately, we don't have too many options, and then just searching a dead Senatist doesn't really get us anywhere. So you can see pretty much where this is going. Similar to how it was going in game number 1, so we take the L. That's alright. Match number 2. We're going second against Blue Eyes. And we're facing down a familiar foe in Heretic Seal. So we actually are able to out the seal by Called by the Graving it when he activates it. So luckily we keep our Senators on the field and protect ourselves with the Crystal Wing just to avoid any other further hand trap interruption. This way we can protect our Romulus line of play. We can get ourselves a big ol' Passionate Bear out onto the field. We can also prevent any nasty Westy Tempest activations, and with our full board setup, we take game 1. Game number 2. We are going second again, so this is seems like a rank 8 Blue Eyes Dragon Good Stuff kind of deck. Interestingly enough, he tributes his spheres to bounce his Dragon Spear to white, so he can bring a Goliath out of his deck. So okay, we're extra deck locked. I'm familiar with this, very familiar with this, because I use it in my deck. But luckily, we're able to just beat over it, and this is all through our special summon. We haven't used our normal summon yet, so when we normal summon our ducks, we're able to climb on up. This time we go into our Lewin roots. That way we're going to be able to beef up our big level 10 synchro by another 1,000 points to sink in a whole bunch of damage the next turn. And we just got to deal with that nasty Berserker who's can be problematic, but he's already banished one of our targets, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Now we've already got our extra deck lock on this time, so there's not going to be any rank 8 or any synchro shenanigans from our opponent. And on the next turn, we just have to go into our big ol' other Unga Bunga. Ascalon, take up, mop up, we take that match. Match number 3, my camera got knocked over. Luckily we were able to catch it pretty quick, so enjoy that little spaz of camera work. We're going up against Virtual World again, so straight back into meta. We're in second, it's not ideal. So we are going to have to deal with at least a Crystal Wing, and the Imperial Order is what really kills me. It shuts off my Dragon Shrine, I can't get any plays off. Literally, I can't do anything without my spells, so Game number 2, we have to start with a normal summon of Letri and after the special summon of my Dark Form in order to get to my Romulus line. It's not ideal in the slightest, and we have to kind of wonkily make our place. Like, this is from... I've been opening very awkward hands so far in this tournament. But we are able to, I figured since we're playing virtual, one interruption versus multiple that can easily kind of be beaten over. Let's try a 3-mat Appaloosa. But Coral Dragon is able to bait out the Appaloosa and then beat over it, obviously, in battle phase. So we're able to survive, but at this point now we're building, we're going to have to break through a board with potentially in a top decking situation because once again we had to burn a lot of resources for a bad hand to end on something. But I'd take some solace. I was able to make a 3-mat Appaloosa out of a very sucky hand. But unfortunately it's not enough to get us the match. But hey, at least we get to open our OTS pack, right? Moving on, we go on to match number 4. We're going up against Invoked Rank 8 Blue Eyes Pile. I don't know, he was very interesting but fun, chaotic. Going second, breaky break boards. Either way, we get to go full combo. We obviously have our Crystal Wing to protect our play, so we're going to end on 3 interruptions with a Crystal Wing and Ascalon and a beefed up a Reed Bear. I'm not Ascalon, beefed up a Reed Bear with our spheres. We get hit with the Mine. I don't know why I bounced. Oh, actually, I bounced my spheres mostly to avoid getting hit because at first when I was playing this, I thought it was Grenmaju. So I was like, okay, I'm not about to have my spheres in 0 attack and attack position get ran over by a 10k Grenmaju, so I'm playing safe. I have to suicide my Goliath so that I can have access to my extra deck. So that way I'm able to go into my Ascalon route, banish, get some damage in, and then go into a spheres for next turn. This is when he's able to go into his Dragoon route. So now we've got to face down a Dragoon, but luckily, no cards in hand. So, we're okay. We can do this because I have a Crystal Wing. Crystal Wing can out a Dragoon with no cards in hand. And we take game number 1 through the Dragoon. This time, in game number 2, we're able to slow our opponent down and we actually have to use our Goliath as discard fodder, which I find hilarious. We're able to stop his magical meltdown as he's just ending on a Thunderbird, which we can easily pass through, so I'd like to think I can beat a Thunderbird. So we just go through our regular combo line, we get out our big old beefy Barcha before we go into our Ascalon, so that way, you know, we have a little bit more damage on board. We go into his spheres, we clean up, we take the match. Last match of the tournament, round number 5. We're going up against Drytron. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Very tough. Because we bricked terribly. And I mean terribly. Setting a Cruise Pass, and then once again, setting a Phalanx with we drew absolutely crap. So basically going under full Drytron combo with a single set tuner, you pretty much know where this is going to go. Dealing with my useless Oubliette, we bite the dust. The hands tonight for this local tournament were very, very frustrating, because normally the deck is extremely consistent, but we end 2-3. We did get some wins, and where the deck worked well, it worked very well, but when we bricked and had very awkward hands, we had to burn up so many resources. It's kind of frustrating, but we'll take it. We will take it. I don't know how we bricked that much. But sometimes that's the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It doesn't matter how consistent your deck is, how good your ratios are. Sometimes it just gives you crap hands, and you can't really do too much about that. And 'tis what it is. We have to take it. But it's okay. We've got one more episode. The finale. This is our last chance to get the last final pieces to the deck, and guys, make sure you're subscribed so that you can be right there and ready when that notification bell dings you to be their finale, because it's gonna be a fun one, and I can't believe it's almost been 30 episodes. It's crazy to think we started out with a small little structure deck back from 2011 all the way up until now. But gentlemen, ladies, I am going to see you in the sealed only Dragunity finale.